Hi, I'm going to show you how to do your first sale. Before we begin, we must verify that we have all necessary data in place. We are going to need a sales product, a sales price, inventory for that product if not a service product, a customer with an address, a carrier to ship, and a sales tax even if at 0%. Let's see this in Edouard. In products, I have this rosa table as a sales product I can use for this example. So let's make sure it has inventory. And it does. So now let's move to client groups. As you can see, Edouard comes by default with an all client group. Let's talk about this. Client groups is a way for you to group together your customers. Each group can contain companies, people, or other subgroups. Each group can be used in the sales pricing system, accessible from the product card, as you saw briefly when I was checking the inventory, or more conveniently from here. When you create an order for Edouard, you will have to select the customer first before selecting a product. The reason is because Edouard handles multiple prices for a same product depending on the context. Therefore, to know if a product can be sold to any customers and at what price, we need to know who is the client first. Then we need to know what products are offered and under what circumstances. This is precisely where the pricing systems come into play. In this context, I am going to add my customer to this group, then my table with a price tag to it. We select the group and click on the toolbar action, Assign a Client. We select our client and validate. Now I can see that my customer is in the group, so I can move on to edit the pricing policy for that group. As you can see, there is multiple ways to add a product to a client group, from a catalog, from another client group, or from the product list. I'm going to select my product. I can now see my product in the list, but it does not have a price yet. It does have a default minimum quantity to 0, which makes this price always available, and a 1-year time frame validity date. All I need now is to set a price. Now I have all the data I need from my sales order, so I'll jump to the actual order creation. The first thing I am going to do is add my client. Then I'm going to add my product. Change my quantity to 2 and set my sales tax or VAT, which is basically the same. I'm going to verify my conditions for this order. And then place the order. I will skip the printing of the placement order as the template I have by default does not handle the placement content table. When you create a sales order, this one will go through these steps. New, the order is not saved yet on the database. If you leave it here, you will lose all data. Quote or draft, the order is saved on the database but not placed yet. You can print quote from there using a proper template. Placed, the status I jumped to directly. This order is now firm and will be fulfilled by my staff. Shipped, the order has been sent to the customer, and I know the tracking number and who did the delivery. Billed, the order has been invoiced to the customer and recorded in Edouard's accounting. Note that you can jump from new to place directly, like I did, and from place to billed if you configure your Edouard to allow skipping of the shipping. Now back to my order. I'm ready to ship, so I need to tell Edouard which batch to use and how many. Then I simply click the ship button and I fill in the required information. I will skip again the shipping slip printing as the template by default does not handle it properly. Then I can bill right away, and this time I will be printing my invoice. In the OS X default printing panel, I can choose any of my printers, but I will create a PDF here. That's it. You've created your first sales order. All the following ones will be the exact same. You probably have more questions about the sales process, but we will cover more details in other videos. To keep in touch with all upcoming announcements, make sure to follow us on your favorite social media, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us from our website, edwardapp.com. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.